Stands are set up. Let's get the boxes open. So it's starting to change a little bit in here. As you can see, there's still some work to be done. Sorry, the lighting. I mean, I'm a music producer and songwriter. I'm not a filmmaker yet. So sorry, this dark shadow on my face. There still needs to be some things fixed around like the lighting in this room, but we're getting there. We're already pretty far from Studio Series setup, the first video that we did. So you'll notice a couple things change in this video. I have a new set of speakers behind me. I got the Atom A7X speakers to pair with the Yamaha NS10s here. The NS10s are a great set of speakers to mix on. They're very heavy in the mid-range. I don't know, heavy in the mid-range. The A7Xs have way more low end and are an industry standard for a set of speakers in your mixing or production room. So the room is starting to sound great. It's great to have two sets of speakers. You don't need two sets of speakers. I've actually never had two sets of speakers. This is a test for me. So far, I'm really enjoying it. The next big thing is I updated my interface to the Apollo Twin X, and this is a huge kind of upgrade from the Focusrite Scarlett that I've been using, or the Apogee One. I used both of those before. Now I just have this one, and this is great. Partly because you can go into Logic here, and when you're recording, you can actually just open up this thing called the UAD console, and you can actually see my voice here. But when you're recording vocals and stuff like that, you can, or actually when you're recording anything, you can run through a preamp that are here, like these really cool preamps. These ones came for free and you can purchase a lot more. And then you can run plugins here. So you can run any type of analog gear that's modeled off anything that Universal Audio has made in the past with zero latency. So, you know, if you're working with an artist here, you're recording your own vocals, you set up, you can have monitoring in your headphones and you hear exactly what it sounds like, compressed with a bit of reverb, with a bit of EQ. It's just, I've never been able to do that with the Scarlett and the Apogee. You could still do it, but there's always a bit of latency, and it was just annoying. So this is a really, really big upgrade. I'm super stoked to have that. Now we got the Fender Strat very close by, connected to the Fender Princeton Reverb amp. This amp is really, really great. I do need to upgrade my pedal collection. I just have this sad little distortion pedal here. So one thing on my list is the Big Sky Reverb, and the Big Muff kind of distortion saturation pedal would be the next on the list. Odds and ends here, that still need to be figured out. Vibey lamp, a Vibey plant here, and the controller on the desk is the next thing. This controller is the Arturia Keylab 49. I have it right on the desk because I much prefer to like get right into something. I know you can have it like, you can have something that's underneath the desk and you can pull it out. I just like to cross my legs like when I'm producing and lean back sometimes. And those desks are if you have to do that, then you have to raise the keyboard. And I don't like having the desk or the keyboard or that slidey thing so close to my legs. So I have it right on the computer, and I can just like put up any VST or software instrument and start playing. If you have any of the Arturia like sound packages, I have the Analog 5, and so you can get those vintage synths like the Juno 106. These dials are like already mapped to that VST. Like I'll show you really quickly here. If we just call this, you know, Juno, and then I go down to the Arturia, you know, or any of these instruments here, this is a classic vintage synth, right? And then if I just start pressing these dials here, you can see, you know, the attack is moving there, the decay is moving, the sustain and release. So pretty cool. Like it kind of feel like you have the vintage synth in your studio, even though you don't. It is on my list to have a synth rack here. So those are for future videos. Still a long way to go with the studio, but it's pretty cool, right? Things are coming along. And I have the acoustic guitar. Eventually I'll have like some type of, you know, guitar hook, what do you call them? Hanger stands on the wall. And I'm just gonna put that there. Not sure if it's great acoustically, but There's got to be a balance, I think, in a studio, unless you're like a hardcore mixing engineer where you're making like, you're getting paid like $10,000 a mix. I'm not, and I would rather have a bit of vibe in the studio versus the acoustic treatment. And I kind of already went into that, and that's in the Studio Series Setup 2 video where I put all these gray things around, and it's sounding much, much better with them on the walls. I think for me, like the flexibility of just having everything close by, acoustic guitar there. I have a little percussion section here, like a little drum, little bongo drum, you know, you can record that. I have a mellotron, shaker, tambourine, shaker. I record a lot of this stuff because it's just fun, and I also think it just sounds more, you know, organic in a way. So I'll have the this mic, the SM7B, hooked up. I'll just record snaps, record shakers really quickly, record drum parts, claps. I can whip over here, set the SM57 to record acoustic guitar, put it right on the Princeton reverb amp to record guitar right out of the amp. I do record everything with the SM7B right now. It's something I want to change in the future, like to have the proper, you know, maybe more expensive microphones that get a quality sound like out of an amp and a quality like stereo recording sound for the acoustic guitar. I think this is fine for like percussion. The stuff I'm doing right now, it's completely fine. But like the electric is so close, you know, just grab it and I'm set up. If the mic is there, like set up, or I can plug in directly to the Apollo Twin, whip up like any of the analog, you know, amps or preamps that come, like what I was showing you in the console there, and just like get the song going. It's all about flexibility, speed, just to get these ideas out. And it's just fun. Like, you don't want to fuss. Like, if you have an idea, you don't want to fuss like, oh, where's the patch cord or where's the mic? You just want to like get the ideas out. That's why I love having the keyboard here too. Just everything's flowing. Grab the guitar, grab the shaker, grab the acoustic guitar, like eventually have the synth rack and acoustic piano in the back. Those are all videos to come. So thanks for watching this one. I hope this is valuable to you guys. Let me know in the comments questions. This one was a bit shorter, a bit faster. Put in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.